Happy birthday!
Thank you. It's my birthday. I got a free birthday cake.
Because it's his birthday! I'm double parked. Can I make a bet?
What?
Mikey's gonna ride to Lahti.
He's fish.
So we've just arrived in Lahti and we've already lost Travis. Good job, team.
Good job. That's nice. I was just very good. Do you wanna have some dinner and come back? Just like
Inception.
What are you trying to do, Maddie?
I'm not to have a double chin.
I tie-dyed these socks myself.
Were you born in the 90s?
Yes!
So what have we got this morning for breakfast? Oh, quick oat flakes. Picaula Hiotali. So we are in Lahti here for Fnld Grvl, which is a big gravel race that's happening tomorrow. And we're going to do a little bit of a course recce, so we're going to ride the start of the course and the end of the course.
I think there's quite a lot of climbing.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a big climb at the end. I didn't look at the elevation for this, but I think there's a lot of elevation and I don't know if I've set my bike up right for that. I thought it was going to be flat. I like the selfie stick. I think it's going to be fast, but with hills.
I think it's gonna be really fast.
I want to go swimming. It's so pretty. Just stand up on its own. This is the bike I'm riding tomorrow. The Fnld Grvl SL. Huge. Which is really pretty. I feel bad eating it.
Thank him for that as well.
This is my room.
That's how you're making it dark.
That's how I'm making it dark.
For context here, it actually doesn't get dark at night here at the moment. What's this?
Like headbands, but
Double layer?
double layer.
3, 2, 1.
What's that?
Didn't they realise that all us foreigners wouldn't realise that the sun doesn't set here? 2, 1.
Someone's eaten my gummies already.
You use your gummies.
Why is Mikey fixing your bike?
Because I was trying to make some good content and
Because Mikey always fixes your bike.
Mikey fixes my bike. I was trying to make some good content and I balanced my bike against a stick in the forest and my bike tumbled and I didn't catch it. Bent neck hanger.
Oh, the food picture.
This is a shit version of Man vs. Food in the sense that I will eat all of this and could eat another plateful.
I'm not using as much because I'm not going that far.
How far are you going?
79.3 kilometres, it's not 77. It's a bit further.
Feeling ready for it?
I've never felt so excited for a race, and I think that's because I'm not doing the long race. So, watch out, okay. I can't get my foot in.
That helped it. This happens really.
I'm ready.
Have fun. 5, go!
So I knew I probably wouldn't be able to stick with like the fastest couple of men, including Bottas at the beginning, but I tried my best. And then they kicked on the first climb. We gradually built a little group, and the beginning bit was absolutely stunning. Like, it was really undulating, smooth gravel, very much what one would describe as princess gravel. So in the just under 80-kilometre course, there was over 1,000 metres of climbing, so it was pretty hilly, and a lot of it was at the beginning or towards the end. My legs haven't felt great in a few races recently, and they really were feeling good today, and I felt really happy to be out riding, and I was just absolutely loving the sun and the surroundings. Our group was pretty small at this point. I don't think we could have been more than maybe 4 or 5 riders. And I didn't notice until a bit later, but I started to recognise the fact that 2 of the girls looked the same, / identical, and it wasn't just one person, it was 2, and I realised I was riding with identical twins at about this point. With my legs feeling good, I definitely wanted to target to win the race, and I realised, oh gosh, twins, they're probably going to be working together, and a few times I saw them chatting to each other, and I was like, oh gosh, it's a 2v1 situation, I need to really have a think about what I'm doing. At about this point, I would say this is about 60 kilometres into the race, right towards the end, I heard another female voice behind us, and I was really confused because there definitely was no woman riding with us, and then I realised she was riding with a man and on his wheel right at the back of the group, and he was bringing her back to us. This bit was a really short single track section. I definitely enjoyed just like a little bit of single track. Then we hit a super steep bit and we actually came into some people from the 40k route here, and I actually nearly came off my bike at one point. It was really hard to get a line through this passing other people, and just here, yeah, I managed to somehow stay on my bike because it was also pretty loose gravel. And yeah, the 3 of us, me and the 2 twins, kind of got to the top and were dropping the others on this bit. Coming to the top of like the segment climb, I was actually feeling pretty good. Like, I wasn't struggling that much on the climb, and I was holding a little bit left in me, knowing that there was a climb right towards the end. But the previous day I hadn't actually recce'd the last few turns, which were pretty technical of the course, and I knew there was a sharp climb. The reason I hadn't was because when taking an aesthetic photo, I'd obviously broken my mech hanger, so I didn't have the gears to be able to do it. So at this point, I'm just going through my mind thinking, right, I could really win this race. Do I attack? Do I just stick with them and then try and do that last section when it's unknown to me? And like, in retrospect, I definitely should have attacked because I had the legs for it. Without too many spoilers, I decided not to attack. And then suddenly the male part of the duo came up ahead. And as you can hear in that previous video, his partner was like shouting him back when she was dropping off to come and help her. My tactic with the twins was to not let them next to each other if I could, so here I very much like tried to get my wheel in between the 2 of them, which I somehow did manage to do. My head was all over the place a bit here. This guy's clearly gone back to get his partner. And I was really trying to think what was the best tactic, and I think I was too late to properly attack, so I just followed the girls in thinking they'll know which line to take, and I'll take the same line as them. I was a bit worried I didn't have enough gears for this final climb, so at this point I'm like switching down my gears, trying not to go in too hot, but not quite realising the gap that I'm creating. Incoming duo. Anyways, so I come up this final climb just in way too spinny a gear with just not the momentum that everyone else had, and this is the point where I lost the race basically. And in retrospect, wrecking the course would have been a brilliant idea, and I can't believe I didn't. But yeah, I just was in the wrong gear going in and maybe didn't have the right gear for it, and then there was some quite technical switchback, which is definitely not something you want to do without a recce. Here's my finish.
Hey, good job.
Well done.
What happened?
I'd never recce'd that bit.
I thought we were going to be top 3. You mean?
She was sitting on his wheel the whole time.
I know.
I've just had a shower, calmed down a bit. I'm going to put my big girl pants on and go and support the boys. It's just like a fairness and spirit of gravel thing. And he definitely dragged her to us a few times. That's just not really spirit things, is it? At this point, Maddie debated getting back in the closet and dating men to improve her bike racing career.
Let's hear it. Put your hands together.
Yes, Mikey!
How was it?
It was good until my chain fell off. Well done. Cheers. I felt so bad for you. I was going to push you along.
Scoot scoot team.
In first place, Madeline Nutt. Antti-Pekka Laiho.
Maybe maybe I should be midden.
You should.
Should I change all my content to just not have vowels? In the style
Inspired
of
by the Fnld Grvl.